Hello everyone to this year's installment of the Paleo Rewind, the annual event where many of YouTube's paleontological channels go over the year's most significant finds in the field. Our host and my friend Destin from Edge covered the first half of February, so I will conclude the month with some noteworthy finds from this time. So without further ado, let's get started. Our first news study came February 15th. Following a study conducted on possible underlying patterns in caudal or tail vertebrae length and variation. The paper had found that there was no consistent relationship between tail length from the sacrum, or the part of the vertebra that fused to form part of the hip, to the end of the tail. This would indicate that the length of the tail isn't universally evolved, as each case for when the tail is shortened or lengthened, it only helps to serve the needs of the type of dinosaur, such as the long whip-like tails of the Plodokids serving in defense, or the tail of Carnotaurus being made so that the tail muscles could anchor deeply to assist in fast locomotion. The second story came out on February 17th, which covers the oldest genomic survey ever done, using 3 mammoth specimens which are over 1 million years old. The genomic study resulted in the discovery that there were 2 distinct lineages of mammoths in Siberia around the early Pleistocene. One of these lineages gave rise to the classic woolly mammoths that would occupy much of northern Russia and Europe, while the other represented a completely new lineage that was ancestral to the mammoths that would colonize North America from the land bridge that would have connected Russia with Alaska. The Columbian mammoth, a North American staple, was also found to be a sort of hybridization between the 2 lineages, which gave us some very thoughtful insight on mammoth speciation. Published on the same day was another find, this time from the land down under, with the oldest skank find being around 25 million years old. Named Progurnia, this lizard boy shared its environment of the Nambia beds with different kinds of fish, alongside different forms of waterfowl, platypuses, possums, and other carnivorous marsupials. This find is important as it helps give clues to how the group arrived and radiated in Australia, and gave rise to familiar members today such as the blue-tongued skink. Last for the month of February was the discovery of what is so far the oldest member of the Titanosaurus, the group of sauropods that gave rise to the largest land animals that have ever existed, such as Dreadnoughtus and Argentinosaurus, alongside the smallest of the sauropods, such as Magiosaurus, the dwarf from Romania that got up to lengths of 6 meters or about 20 feet. Named Ninja Titan, this long neck was about 20 meters long or 60 feet, and was discovered in the Baja Colorada Formation in Patagonia, aged at 140 million years ago. This discovery was key in understanding titanosaur evolution and speciation, as it showed that the titanosaurs had originally originated in South America, and that from here they started to grow big into the early Cretaceous, and by the time of the late Cretaceous, they became some of the largest animals that have ever walked the earth. That will wrap it up for February this year. Stay tuned tomorrow to Henry the Paleo Guy and Omega and their channels as they both tackle the month of March. But until then, happy holidays and hope everyone had a great year.